The purpose of tonight was simple, was to take a fireside chat and turn it into an evening out, turn it into an opportunity to meet people, to connect, to network, and to have an experience and to have fun. The theme for tonight is the intersection of sports and entertainment, sports and music, and no two people, I think, embody that more right now than Lil Baby and Michael Rubin. There's friends, and then there's people that I meet in my world of business that become friends, but there's something in them innately that when I meet them, I can point that characteristic that I can relate to. I can see something in their eyes. I could see this kind of like thing going on in their mind. Do you think when you met Michael, there was something instantly that you could see, something that you gravitated to?
I really didn't know who he was, period. I don't know if nobody in here gamblers or nothing, but sometimes gambling, you build like the best relationships because you kind of can see the character of a person, like what they'll do, what they won't do, and then we both kind of like figured out we was a little crazy together.
And by the way, the funny thing was, people who know me know I really don't know shit about music, and people like, hey, this guy, Lil Baby, I'm like, who's that? I had no clue. This is only probably 3-4 years ago that we met. For me, the great thing that I saw in Baby right away was his work ethic and his drive was that of like, the same way I've always built my career, just like I felt like I could out-hustle anybody. He was that way in everything he did from the first second.
I remember listening to the song, Do We Have a Problem? Hearing you say that you get your advice from Mike Rubin. When you said you get your advice from him at that point, was that life advice? Was that business advice? Or was there something in particular that you were recalling that you went to Michael for?
I believe like life advice and business advice is almost like the same thing. The way you live life more than likely is like how you handle your business. So a mixture of both of them, definitely.
Creating the relationships in the business world, I want them to be organic, right? They have to be authentic, real friendships. You can see how authentic it is with Michael Rubin and Lil Baby. Like, they may come from two totally different worlds, but the language they speak are the same.
Always be open to walking inside new rooms and, sitting down at new tables.
I met so many people while I was still in that uniform and really generated real authentic conversations and real authentic relationships so that when I transitioned out, those relationships was in place.
Is there a metrics for success for you? Are there artists that you hold up that you try to compete against?
So I'm going for the best, but not in a competition like where I'm watching somebody else. I just want to be the best, if that makes sense.
Are there artists that motivate you?
Every one of them, especially like new ones. New ones more than like my peers. I feel like the world is always about the new, you know what I'm saying?
For me, it is about competition. I'm competing against so many incredible companies in different parts of our business every day, and that motivates me. For me, I had one choice, which was business. And so my only way of competing, I can't compete on the court or, on the field. I gotta compete, in business. And so that's how I measure my success, is how we're doing.
To Michael Rubin's point, setting that bold goal, meeting it, and then wanting to set another one. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I think I'm always driven by the fact that I can do more.
It feels like for the two of you guys, it was that drive to just win and to be successful. And what came with that was part of the journey.
That's always been my drive, to just never to be like one thing, but maybe to just be successful, like a beast at something, whatever that something may be. And even to this day, like, I rap, of course, I do business, but if I had to sell tires, I just put my all into selling tires. So it's more like anything I do, I'm gonna put my all into it to try to be the best at it.
Many of my friends that are artists, they call you at like 10 o'clock in the night, 12 o'clock in the night, 2 o'clock in the morning. This guy, 7 o'clock in the morning, 8 o'clock in the morning, 10 o'clock in the morning. It's like more like a business person, which I love to see. So I saw that drive, which made me know he would be successful, whether it was selling tires or whether it was making music or whatever it would be.
Well, this conversation was motivating. You're dope as hell. You're dope as hell. I appreciate both your guys' time. I hope everybody in the crowd had a good time tonight. I had a great time talking to you. Party's in the back.